Hello YouTube, and we got another high ELO ranked team game here with the teams being Lulu, Lux, Ezreal, Vladimir, Volibear versus Cho'Gath, Lee Sin, Corki, Zyra, and Nidalee. And the teams are going to be GenTR, Genesis Tree, versus DoMeOn, Cream Pop. DoMeOn, sorry, DoMeOn. Apparently I can't read very well. So we're trying a little bit different setup here, so hopefully all goes well. Okay, as far as Summoner spells goes, nothing too out of the ordinary. Blue team is running very standard. Flash Ignite on all the carries, and then Ghost Smite on their jungler, Volibear. And for the purple team, pretty much it's just Cleanse on the AD carry, which is pretty standard. Nidalee is, I think she's mid, and she's running Clairvoyance. So that's going to allow her to have a little bit more map control, and hopefully she can get some kills with that as well. So without further ado, let's get this commentary started, and I'll try and match up these teams so it's a little bit easier to compare. So there we go. As far as items going, as far as initial items, it looks like we've got Hunter's Machete for both the junglers with pots, cloth armor pots, and a ward for Vladimir. Lux is running that Fairy Charm ward and pots, and it looks like Ezreal's running boots pots. Lulu's running the standard support with wards and a Fairy Charm. For purple team, Lee Sin also running that Hunter's Machete. Excuse me. Cho'Gath also Cho'Gath running Fairy Charm ward pots. Nidalee running the Crystalline Flask pots, and you know the drill. You can see all this. So going into, we might see a little bit of an engage here, but I doubt it. It looks like they're just going to protect, and if Lux or Lulu goes out too far, then it's going to be a little bad. They did drop this one ward right here, so maybe they might try and do something here on Lulu. Oh, it looks like they are going to try and take the blue team red here. They do have good vision of this, so we might see a level 1 team fight. We'll see. Ezreal poking away here at the Cho'Gath. It looks like they just wanted to drop that one ward there. Keep in mind this is the team comp, so they probably have some sort of coordination. Looks like both teams decided to head back towards their respective teams to do the Wolves Blue for Volibear, and it looks like Lee Sin is also doing Wolves Blue. Maybe he's going to feed an early blue to someone. Maybe Corki, but maybe he'll take it just for the increased CDR. And Corki did get that. So I hope that was intentional. Intentional indeed. So Corki should be able to spam like crazy down here at bottom lane. And yeah, and this game is underway. Underway indeed. So as far as the team comps go, I feel like blue has a lot of poke range. Like, mind you, purple also does have that Nidalee, and I assume she's going AP. She does have a little AP already, so unless she's going hybrid or something strange there, I expect she's going for that Nidalee ranged poker assassin sort of style Nidalee versus the AD carry tank in and out of combat style. And Corki looks like he's trying to poke as much as possible. Ezreal doing a good job trying to poke, but not burning too much mana at the same time. Corki does have that blue, so he should be able to spam like crazy. Back at mid lane, not too much is going on yet. So far, it's pretty calm. This is pretty tame indeed, so yeah. Not too much is going on. So I've been trying to upload quite a few more videos. I hope you guys are enjoying them so far. Right now, I find myself a little bit of free time, so I'm able to upload a little bit more. Lee Sin's doing a little gank here on top lane. Vladimir's getting a little caught out of position, but flashes away from that Sonic Wave. Right, that's the name of that spell. Sonic Wave, yep. So he doesn't get too destroyed. Volibear is still here, and it looks like he, I'm not sure if they have vision of that. They do. So, not much is probably going to come from this gank. Hopefully they can deny a little farm from Corki, but he is already slightly ahead of the Ezreal. Lulu doing a little bit of an engage there, just a little bit of poke there on the Corki. And keep in mind, Zyra doesn't have any sort of shield or anything like that. All she has is that bind. It looks like Lee Sin tried to gank it once again at that top lane. And at mid lane, Nidalee is just a little bit ahead of this Lux so far, but keep in mind she has this quite a bit of sustain there with the Crystalline Flask in her heal. So, looks like Voli's going to try and do a gank here at the mid lane, but hits a trap, so that's going to get denied. He should probably just head back and go back to jungling for now. Bottom lane, still very pushed against this purple team. Blue might be able to do a little bit of damage to this turret, but nothing too much so far. Corki is ahead 3 CS, and Nidalee is solidly ahead by 10 farm right now over this Lux, so that's pretty bad. Not horrible, but a little bad. At top lane, Cho is out farming this Vlad a little bit, but that's to be expected when you have 2 Lee Sin ganks already this early. So, yeah, pretty solid game. No first blood given up yet, but we'll try to catch it and make sure we see it. It's probably going to be at top lane. I don't know. Just the way they're playing, I would expect it's at top or mid. But I could be wrong. Maybe Zyra plays way out of control and Lulu lands some sort of great glitter lance or something and catches them out. But the way they're playing, I would expect the first blood to be given at either top or mid. And there is the ghost there from Voli. Cho flashes away, and both the summoner spells cancel each other. No kills given up there. We'll see if Volibear sticks around here to try and gank this Cho'Gath, because they do need to limit this Cho's farm. Wow, he is crushing Vlad. And Voli comes back. Nice little gank there. And let's see, and there's the first blood given up to Volibear with a nice little feast. Did he even frenzy? Sorry, my bad. I thought he frenzied. Anyway, nice little bait there from the Vladimir, doing a good job. And it looks like we're going to see an AP Cho. Very interesting. I haven't seen AP Cho in a while. And Voli went back and got that Spirit Stone. Lee Sin does have those Madrid's Razors, so he should be able to clear a little bit more. And here comes a gank here at bottom lane. Let's see if Lee Sin can do anything. Gets into melee range, lands the Crippling Wave. The Tempest Cripple. But unable to get much there because Lulu did flash away and Ezreal has that Arcane Shift. So both mid lanes are headed back, and Nidalee is crazy far ahead. It looks like she's rushing that quick tier. And it looks like she's also going to be getting the Grail. It could be just Chalice. And maybe she should be built to support it, but I would expect it's a Grail eventually. That's going to let her spear, like, do infinite spears, because she shouldn't have any mana problems whatsoever. Plus, when she's in Cougar form, she builds tier charges like crazy. Like, I think she's one of the fastest fastest people to build a tier in the game, just because she has no mana abilities that she can spam like crazy. Doesn't need targets like Elise or anything like that. Looks like we do have a small engage here going bottom. Vladimir landing a nice flip there on the Zyra, but it looks like she's going to get away. Ignite goes down on Ezreal. Zyra does go down to the Volibear. She does land the passive, triggering the Voli's passive, and we'll see if he can get away here. He is a bear of a good time, and it looks like he is going to go down just barely. And Corki flashes to ensure the kill. Manages to do a little bit of poke there to the Lulu. Gonna force her back as well. And Corki should be able to do some solid damage here on this bottom turret. And meanwhile, at mid lane, they're just poking back and forth here. And at top, even though he did give up that one kill, he is still slightly ahead in terms of gold. Vlad managing to dodge the rupture there with his pool. And this is kind of interesting. Nidalee versus Lux. You got two very high-range pokers there. And, but Nidalee has some melee, so maybe she just wins because she's got that good sustain and whatnot. But I'm not sure. Lux misses the bind there. Doesn't even land the E. The Lumen... What is it? Lucent Singularity. That's what I was trying to recall. Anyway, back at bottom lane, not too much is going on. It looks like Lux is going to be feeding blue, going to be fed blue here, and there she has it. So she should be able to spam like a madman. She does love her cooldown reduction. And Vlad avoids the rupture there at top lane with his pool. Lee Sin looked like he wanted to try and gank their top lane, but since Cho didn't since Vladimir didn't overstay his welcome too much, it looks like he decided to do golems first, and then he might head that way. Back at bottom lane. As far as farm goes, Corki is a little bit ahead, and he does have that BF sword already. And Ezreal does not. Oh, it's because he's gotten those 2 kills. I forgot. And Lux trying to poke here as much as possible since she does have that blue. So does Nidalee. She can spam her ult on a fairly regular basis. It does only have like about a minute cooldown right now. And Cho just harassing like crazy with his Feral Scream. It looks like he's leveling that first. It is a really good poking mechanism. I won't deny it. Tries to land another Rupture there, misses it because of the pool, and Vlad flashes away just because he was a little spooked, afraid that the Lee Sin was going to land a Sonic Wave there, but manages to avoid that and stay alive for a little bit longer. Gold advantage is slightly in Purple Team's favor, but that's because across all the lanes they are actually winning, pretty much across the board. Like, they aren't losing pretty much anything. Sorry, we missed that. I'm going to go back so we can see that just in case. And there's the Lee Sin doing a nice shield there. I'm guessing it's from a nice little Cho Rupture here with the pool still being on cooldown. Oh, lands a good silence and just gobbles him. Wow. Very nice. Okay. And, yeah. Bottom lane looks like blue team is still pushing out relatively hard here. But that's not very wise, because Corki with that damage already, he's pretty scary. And looks like Volibear is going to cover the top here while we wait for that Vladimir to come back. And mid lane still just poking away. So it looks like Zyra, after she got her Sightstone, she will be building that Full Stone, and Lulu should be building her Sightstone here very shortly. It looks like Corki's building that Bloodthirster here, and Ezreal, maybe he just got the Vamp Scepter for Sustain, but he might be building a Bloodthirster here quick too. Nidalee getting the Tear and the Chalice next. Bottom is still poking away here like crazy. Mid, relatively full still, so not too much is going on. We're going to keep an eye on bottom lane for now. So Lux does have that Chalice of Harmony, so she should be able to spam like crazy. And it looks like Vladimir is going to be rushing. He rushed the Seeker's Arm Guard for that additional armor and whatnot, because he does like the Zhonya's Hourglass, so he has that like 6 seconds of invulnerability instead of just like 2. But it looks like he is building that Hextech Revolver next. Lee Sin still just has Madred's Razors and Boots. Looks like we're going to see a small gank here at mid lane. Vladimir's still pushing pretty thoroughly at top. That's pretty dangerous. And Corki's still trying to poke here away with his ultimate. And pretty tame middle game going on here. So Cho got that Chalice, and the Catalyst probably going to build that into a Rod of Ages very quickly so he can get that additional health, AP, and mana, blah, blah, blah. Volibear looks like he's just going to be building... Does Spirit Stone build into anything with Ruby Crystal? I don't think it does. Okay, so looks like they are trying to take out this Voli. He still has his passive, so I don't think they're going to be able to take him out unless they land a very good Ignite. But it does manage to force all these people back. Nidalee lands a beautiful spear there. And that's going to force everybody back, and they should be able to get this bottom turret here with the 4-man push. Lux should try to push her mid lane as much as possible, do a little bit of punishment here. But looks like Nidalee is going to come up and try and prevent her from pushing too much. Cho is doing a good job denying this Vladimir. Across the lanes, everybody is ahead like almost 20 CS. So Purple Team manages to get that bottom lane turret down. And that brings the gold advantage to 2.5k in Purple Team's favor. So Cho once again manages to pick up the Vladimir even though he ulted, but it's not going to be enough to save him. And Cho's sustain, he's really good in lane when he's getting the CS like that. So let's see, I'm curious what he's leveling next, because Cho is one of the few people that I play. Looks like he will be getting... Looks like he's evenly leveling after the Feral Scream. So they also managed to get that top turret. That brings their gold advantage to 3.5k in Purple Team's favor, and Cho should go back after these 2 minions go down. I'm pretty sure. Because his lane's really pushed. Oh, he's going to stick around. Feeling lucky, eh? I guess he does have good wards here. Nidalee could catch him. We'll see if Nidalee and Lee Sin manage to try and do anything crazy here. Oh, I just brain farted. I was thinking Nidalee and Lee Sin were against Cho, not with him. Derp. Derp derp. Okay, so Vladimir's still trying to farm here. Ezreal throws out a random ult. Oh, I guess he wanted to try and steal the blue. I don't know. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. And Cho's still poking like crazy with that Feral Scream. It looks like Lee Sin's going to try and do a gank here. It looks like they just want to crush Vlad into oblivion. Lux is coming, though, so they need to be careful. She does have vision of that, but they do have vision of her as well. So Cho should head back now, especially since he doesn't have boots, and the Lux is coming. And it looks like Purple Team is going to take advantage of that small feint there on the top lane in order to poke away at this mid turret to bring it down to roughly half. Nidalee lands another good spear there on the Volibear. For having no AP, that skill does so much damage when it's at like max range. Nidalee is one of my favorite champs to play just because she does have a ridiculously high skill cap, and it's just so much fun to play her when you land big spears. It looks like Lee Sin is going to take this red. There's the smite, there's the kick, and Lulu gets bound and kicked into the well, and lots of damage goes down, but Lux lands a beautiful ult there, manages to bring the Lee Sin crazy low, but not enough to save the Volibear, and now she's exhausted, and she's probably going to go down. Misses the bind there because of the way she kited and then flashed over the wall. So her flash is down, but this is not looking very good for Blue Team here, because they are now 4.5k gold behind, and I wouldn't be surprised if Purple Team tries to force a dragon when they come back. Nidalee just farming like crazy. Farming like crazy. She does have the highest farm, excluding the Corki. So, looks like Corki actually isn't rushing that Bloodthirster. Looks like he's going for a quick Infinity Edge instead. So, Vlad, while that was all going on, Vlad managed to push back that top lane and take out that top turret. So that brings their gold advantage back down to 4k in favor of Purple Team. And looks like Purple Team is going to be getting this dragon uncontested. Lulu drops the ward, so they will be aware of when it goes down, but I don't think they can contest it. There's a nice little CV. CV is one of those spells. Lux tries to go for the steal. Ezreal does a little bit of damage as well, but it's not enough, and now Purple Team will be forced back. Their gold advantage is back up to 5k. So, yeah. And it looks like Cho has his Rod of Ages. Still doesn't have boots. Wow, greedy Cho, greedy Cho. He's just like, I want to be an immovable force. I guess it's an immovable object, not unstoppable force. Derp. Derp derp. Mixing up my jokes. Anyway, Nidalee does have that hat, so she will be able to do stupid damage with her spears. Like, stupid damage. I personally like Magic Pen a little bit more. I find it a little bit more consistent, but that's just me. That's how I like playing Nidalee. Getting big Magic Pen. She doesn't even have boots yet. What's up with Purple Team not getting boots? You're like, who needs boots? Okay, so Corki does have that IE, so he should have big damage now. Ezreal does have that Bloodthirster, so he should have okay damage now. Lulu still hasn't gotten her Sightstone, just has boots. So actually Zyra is significantly far ahead of her because she does have that Sightstone. Lulu almost has enough, so just seems like 300. Nice Lux bind there and damage there. Big team fight breaking out here. Lee Sin gets pushed back a little bit there. Manages to get bound again there by the Lux. And it looks like looks like this fight is going to be forced back, even though Nidalee lands a beautiful spear on the Vlad. I'm sorry. I forgot we have this crazy range poker. She's just landing some really good spears here, and with the help of Corki's ultimate, she's just going to force everybody back. If she lands another spear, and Cho does come in there, manages to do a big flash over the wall and gobble that volley. Corki picks up the Lux. Ezreal does ult the Corki there, but it looks like he missed just barely because of the way he flashed over that wall, and that would have actually probably been his death. So Nidalee's still poking away here, and they're just relentless on this push for middle turret. Lulu gets hit by a rupture. Nidalee unable to line up the spear correctly, but that turret is down, and their gold advantage is now almost 7k in Purple Team's favor, so that's a little rough for Blue Team. And Voli rushes that, looks like he rushed that Locket of Iron Solari. And so did Lee Sin. Apparently that item's really good right now. It always was good. It's just, it seems like people are finally realizing how good that item was. So Vlad still has that Seeker's Arm Guard, and now he's got a Hextech Revolver, and now I'm not quite sure what he's going to build that Health Crystal into. Maybe Kendall Gem, maybe, there's a whole bunch of options that he could build that into. So, not even going to speculate. Nidalee Looks like she didn't buy. Looks like she finally bought tier 1 boots on her last pack. Lux got a ruby crystal, just wanted that additional health. Looks like Ezreal is building that Zeal next. We're seeing a small engage here go on at the blue team's blue, but it looks like purple team doesn't want to try and contest this since there could be 3, maybe 4 people here. Oh, I guess they're deciding to go back in. Looks like we want to give Nidalee blue so she has infinite spears. Looks like Lux is going to try and pick it up there with all her spells, but Cho manages to gobble it. So, no blue for Lux there in the foreseeable future. That makes me sad. Nidalee's still checking spears here. I hear it's really rough to fight her in the jungle because she kites like crazy. Looks like they're still going to keep pushing at this bottom lane. Cho poking away at this Vladimir. Vladimir needs to be careful. If he gets considerably low, there's the silence, and here's going to be the pool. He's going to be brought relatively low. If Cho can land a rupture, he's dead. What you doing, Vlad? Besides feeding 0 and 4. Yeah, we all have those games every now and then. So, besides the best players. So Corki here, still pushing away at this mid lane. Nidalee still landing some really nice spears, and at top lane, it looks like they are going to try and push this turret down. Wow, Zyra. Oh, and there's the surrender. Lol, that's why they were pushing so hard. Totally missed that surrender vote. So I hope you guys did enjoy this commentary. Let me know what you think. I am trying a new recording method, so to try and remove some of that distortion in the vocals. So feel free to check out some of my other videos, some commentary, mostly commentary, is a couple live action plays. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys like. Feel free to let me know how you think I can improve. You know the drill. This is YouTube, so if you like what you see, please favorite, comment, subscribe, like, blah, blah, blah. And thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys on the next video.